As distant stars twinkle and erupt, emulating whole solar systems in the conflagration. As chunks of metal streak through various skies, inspiring dozens of poets before colliding with a trading ship that will never reach its destination. As the machine of the universe dances to an imperceptible tune, our focus is drawn to a pock-marked planet. We are pulled past its rings of long-defunct satellites. At the same time, two of its heroes notice the cadaver of Dr. Tandy Clutch. We are pulled in time to hear a local defender, Director Wilson Stakes, tell their compatriot, "You've done this city a great service." Okay, so
we get a fabulous point, right? Right, Matt?
No.
Yeah, the heat death of the universe is a villain in this campaign, right?
No, guys. No.
Culturous entropy.
No. That's it can't be a villain if it's a constant.
Whoa.
Who sets the rules?
Yeah, the heat death of the universe has been here the whole time.
Exactly. It's not a villain. It's just, it is.
Yeah. The inevitable heat death of the universe is right behind me, isn't it?
Always has been.
Oh, yeah. The inevitable heat death of the universe can fly now.
They can fly now?
Yeah, it flies now.
Oh boy. Okay. So there's a body on the ground. So that's exciting. You guys also have Wilson Stakes, who is currently in the middle of, like, he's got one of his arms over Reginald's shoulder, and the other is currently in the midst of a handshake. The hand that's shaking yours is rather cold and mechanical in nature, but he's got a warm smile on his face, and he's looking at you.
I kind of dart between the hand and the eye contact, and as I kind of glance at the hand, is the mechanical cold nature of it because it seems to be metallic, like made out of kind of a synthetic material, or is it just kind of this person has bad blood pressure, or like what's going on?
It's because it's mechanical. It's a synthetic material. He's just got a prosthetic on.
Okay. Yeah. I look over at the body, and once our handshake ends, so what is your protocol in the city for disaster relief? It seems that there's a crowd starting to form and an injured party, some minor destruction of property.
Well, we will need to address the destruction of property. We'll see to how much we can help to pay for the reconstruction, but the owner will probably have to do most of the shouldering. That creature will be taken care of by the sands, and it shouldn't be a problem if it, gets drifted out into the sea, where the tides and the rocks should take care of such a thing. As for the injured, he'll stride over to where Civic and Vale are overlooking the body, and he'll take a glance at her. He looks over her features and kind of looks. He looks a bit sad, and he'll get down low and try to inspect her face at all. Assuming you guys haven't done anything since noticing the body.
I'm kind of panting, and spray paint is still dripping from my sword. Just staring at this woman. I think I recognize her.
Yeah, Vale immediately crouches down, makes eye contact with Civic, kind of gives a knowing look, and then looks down at the figure and is going to try and see what kind of condition she's in, see recently deceased or not. If I can assume she was probably crushed from this, I'm going to try and discern how she died, and to see if this is somebody that I can confirm was the same as what was in the footage shown to us by Joan.
Sure. Give me an insight check.
Alrighty. Actually, let me check my Fabula holdings while I'm thinking of it. Okay, I do have 1 point. Hoping I don't need it right now. That is an 8 and a 7 plus 2 from my ability of focused. So that is a 17.
Nice.
Okay. A 17. With a 17, you'll notice a lot of things. One, you're fairly certain that the blunt force trauma of a large mushroom creature appearing right beside her, you're fairly certain that's what finished her off. But with an analysis of like the kind of necrosis her body is undergoing currently, something else was killing this woman. It's just the mushroom creature put the final trauma that pushed her over the edge. She, at your touch, if you choose to touch her.
I would like to see if the necrosis appears to be non-infectious. I will touch her in a spot that is not afflicted by the necrosis, or I'll potentially get like a rag or something to sort of manipulate her body as needed, like move her arm, etc., etc.
A supply shop was destroyed nearby, and this was a cafe, so there's definitely some napkins about that you can touch.
Yeah, I'll pass you one. I'll grab like a little rag that's got the cafe's embroidery on it, and I'll pass it to you. Be careful.
Thank you, Civic.
Yeah, her skin is like soft, like weirdly almost leathery. It decompresses far too much when you grab hold of it. There's something wrong with this corpse. This was an alive person moments ago, but now it's almost like you have a weeks-old body in front of you. And as Wilson Stakes comes over, he'll show up right about when you've like finished checking over for her necrosis, and he'll say, we do have people that can take care of this body. Did you know this person?
They match a description not dissimilar from somebody we were tracking. Somebody we expected to find alive. Somebody who was perhaps up to something that we needed to investigate, but now they are potentially gone.
No, I'm sorry for your
Which
loss.
throws a wrench into it. It wasn't a personal relationship, purely professional. Though I don't quite understand. This does change our approach to things, unfortunately. But there's something about her now that seems inhuman. After all, she's either decomposed faster than she should have, or something is afflicting the composition of her body. She's almost rubbery in nature, but not at all inflated as though she's has a buildup of gases from decomposition or anything. She was alive just minutes ago.
I'll put a hand on Vale's shoulder and kind of nod to him, and then like eyes pointed up at Wilson, who he's talking a lot in front of.
It's just all strange, and it's left me very confused. I don't know about you, Wilson, but I've never seen anybody mushroom stamped this hard.
Jeez. Adding to canon, adding to lore.
Yeah.
Type.
I've been sitting on that for 10 minutes.
She got
So was the
Goomba
mushroom.
stomped. She got Goomba stomped. It's me.
boy.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Vale does not say that. I'm sorry,
But he thinks
Wilson.
it.
I do think it. Hey, he looks up at Wilson and a smile like tugs at the corner of his lips, and he forces it back down as he thinks of a sick fucking joke. And he takes out and then he gives a little knowing nod, stops himself mid-sentence, and he makes a note in his book, which is actually just writing the joke down. It's his way of getting it out of his system, and closes it up. I'm sorry, it just all seems so very, very strange. Have you seen anything like this before?
I've heard rumors of cases like this. I'll check in with the morgue when I deliver the body. I think that this is concerning. If she didn't die from natural causes, or if there's something strange in the air, the people of the city need to know. And he'll, absent of any kind of move to prevent him, he'll reach down to pick up the body.
May we accompany you?
Certainly.
Just in case the coroner needs any specific details, as we were there when it all started. Perhaps we can provide some information that may be of use for further investigations.
Here, Reginald, we can carry the body. I kind of eye you, like...
Very kind of you, but it seems our friend here has it. We are newcomers here. We don't want to get too involved in their way of doing things.
Well, maybe
Do you
I can
require assistance?
Maybe I can carry them by myself, and I'll sheath my sword. And I want to act like I'm picking up the body or trying to. I don't really care about that. I know that the body will be taken care of. I want to make sure they don't have anything important on their person. So I want to kind of surreptitiously do a pat down.
Are you looking for the crystal?
Yeah.
Okay. You start. You go bend down to pick up this body. I'm gonna have to ask you for a check here. You're trying to subtly look over the body. I'm thinking this is Dex Insight. What do you think?
I would almost say like Dex, maybe Dex Might, if I could make that argument, because I'm also trying to lift, so I'm checking the weight of the body at different points.
I mean the check more for keeping what your intention is covered. So I think I will stick
for the
with
deception side. Okay, insight would make sense for that.
May I help and try to just keep the doctor or keep Wilson in conversation to try and aid?
Sure. Yeah.
I'd appreciate that. So my Dex is a D10, my Insight is a D6. So this is kind of my split for me. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, we're looking for a 10 here.
10 exactly.
Marvelous.
And that's a 12 for me, so that gives you an 11.
Excellent.
Okay. All right, you shift down to pick up her body. You tell me, walk me through how you're going to do this.
Yeah, I'll start up by the shoulders and act like I'm lifting up the shoulders, and then kind of lean out and start to do just a pat down the arms and a pat down the side. Essentially kind of politely pickpocketing, but I'm also making sounds like I'm exerting more effort than I am.
Sure. As you pat down this body, you find she has no... you don't feel the hardness of any crystal on her person.
Okay. Any things in her pocket, like identifying information, a wallet or an ID badge, or anything to help identify or give us more clues where she came from?
It's just a note that says, "I can't wait to retire tomorrow."
No, signed a note to her children. Yeah.
She on her person just has you can kind of feel the outlining of probably just a tunic and pants that she has underneath this heavy cloak that she's wearing. But no, you do check carefully, but you don't find any kind of indicator as to who this individual is.
Okay, I finished by setting her feet down. It's oh no, you can take her, Mr. Wilson. As I turn to Vale and Reginald and give a small shake of my head.
Sure. Wilson will, an appreciated nod, yeah, you tried. And he'll reach down and pick her up with the mechanical hand and kind of raise her up to... he's cradling her body. And he'll start walking out of the entertainment area, and he's angling towards the industrial. As you're leaving, Civic, how much Zenit did you throw at that store?
Oh gosh, I think I threw the right amount.
Mm.
Oh, did I write it down somewhere? I wrote
believe you
down that I
used
threw Zenit.
You used 2 IP, correct, for your ability?
Yes.
Okay. As you are walking away, a short man comes walking out of the business. He goes, hey, you owe me 20 more Zenit. I saw you take that. You owe me 20 more Zenit.
Sir, I threw the Zenit on the ground. How much are the supplies that I took?
40.
40? How much did I throw you? How much did I throw at the store?
I believe you said there were 20 before.
Okay, so I threw 20. So I owe you 20 more. Well, my apologies, sir. It was in the middle of a fight to clear the plaza and keep everybody safe. But yes, I've got the Zenit, and I'll pull out 20 more Zenit. I wrote down here 10 Zenit per IP. Am I being swindled? If I dropped off 20 and I took 2 IP.
He's trying to swindle you.
Oh, I'll pull it out and then have all those thoughts like catch, like, wait a second. No, I'm running it through my head. I threw the correct amount. Our balance is even.
No, you owe me 20
I place
more.
my hand on your shoulder. Give the man the 20, and we'll be on our way.
Okay. And I'll reach out and hand him the Zenit.
He'll take the 20 Zenit, and he'll you watch him like start rearranging the outside of his store, and he just wanted his payment back.
I only have 1,260 Zenit left.
Barely livable. But yeah, with that small interaction done, you guys continue on your way following after Wilson. You do see that there was like a perimeter being created by these people wearing official looking uniforms. They look similar to Wilson's like suited attire, but theirs looks slightly more casual. It's got like, just a nice, well done shirt, very long pants, and they have like helmets that like cover their heads. And they are creating a perimeter, making sure people are safe, making sure people like evacuated safely. And they're just now like letting people back in as Wilson like walks closer to the perimeter and starts leaving the entertainment ward. You
kind of following behind where Wilson is going, earshot away, unless you guys are kind of wanting to chat with Wilson in earshot. I kind of just, sorry there, Civic. If anything, they should have been paying us for any potential damage we saved their shop. But I found that whenever you're a stranger to a new land, it's best to follow whatever customs are placed in front of you. The worst thing that could happen to our mission is to be kicked out or have hostile parties against us this early on.
I'll nod. That makes sense, Reginald. I was thinking about how much I owed him and how much I paid in the fight, and I didn't find the crystal on her. So I was a little distracted, but I think you're right. We want these people to like us. It's maybe not a good thing that we showed up and immediately destroyed a district.
We destroyed nothing. Let's be clear. We did save a lot of innocent people, and the actions of our enemies are not the actions of our own. So that's something we need to keep in mind. Don't let those who have misplaced anger place their guilt upon you.
I'll nod to that as well. I'm still dripping. I've got spray paint flecked all over my fur. One of my ears is like bright green. The other one's blue. I'm dripping paint as with every step that I take. I'm just kind of nodding. You're right.
Civic, are you all right? You look like you ran through a clown.
I'm a little messy. Yeah, I could use a shower and maybe some, I don't know, nail polish.
I've heard of some folk with fur often enjoying a sand bath as a way to scrub things clear of their fur. So perhaps grab a handful while we're walking and, could abrase some of that off. Just maybe don't dive in.
I'll turn and look at the ocean of sand that we just sent the fungus monster into and say, maybe I'll wait till we get to an inn.
You'll probably be dry by then. Might be kind of a pain to comb out. Just be aware. Haircut, maybe.
Haven't had one of those in a while.
As you're considering haircuts and you guys are following out further towards like the main plaza where these districts connect to each other, you see Kevin. He's in the business area. He's actually, you kind of catch a glance of him crossing using the old rail tracks. He's crossing from the entertainment area back into the business area. By the way his body's positioned, you kind of guess he's trying to do this surreptitiously. But you manage to catch sight of him as you guys are just moving in the same direction. It's likely just by chance that you guys are like, the angle just lines up that you guys can see him as he's doing this.
Have you all thought at all lately about our friend Melvin?
The one from Left of Farm, right?
Yes.
One of those.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Shoot, I may be getting him confused with his brother Devin? No. How many worked there? Was it 5 of them there? I'm struggling to remember.
We were
Feels
very
like it's been
welcomed,
ages.
so I didn't get full head count of all the workers there.
7! Oh, there was 7 of them. That's what it was. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it. How did I lose track of all that?
Being
man.
over there was lovely. It was kind of like being in heaven.
As we're all just speaking very loudly, hoping to gather Kevin's attention without saying Kevin's name.
If Kevin notices this, he doesn't respond. And in fact, Wilson looks back. Oh, you were... right, your time at the farm, yes. Why are you saying these things?
Reminiscing, I suppose. Vale's gonna have like a moment of crisis because he wants to follow Kevin, but he also wants to talk to the coroner.
Civic will kind of look up, and we're doing a lot of communication through our eye contact, it seems like, in the city. So a little moment of like, should I go? Do you want to go? Should we stick together? Huh? We see him. We know he's here.
If it helps you push one way or the other, you do know that the record keeper can help you communicate through long distances.
Oh, right. Do you want to follow him? Vic, do you want to follow him?
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of a surreptitious streak. I can
yeah, go for it.
I can
Go
follow.
for it.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll just
Vale will look again at Kevin and look back at Civic and just kind of like give like a nod along with Civic's glances.
look to Reginald. Huh?
I nod. I'm not entirely sure of what my confirmation is.
Then I will just, as they continue walking forward, I'll just take a few steps back and try to disappear into the crowd.
Certainly. You want to follow after Kevin, and as he crosses over into the business section, I'm going to need you to give me an insight dex check to keep track of him as he's moving. You're moving around in the city. There are like people out and about, so it's a lot of just keeping track of where this guy's going.
Yeah, love it. Let's do it. Again, that's a D10 and a D6. What do I
Looking
need?
Looking for an 8 here. Just an 8.
That is a 4 and a 5. 9.
Oh, nice. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Good rolls.
I know.
You follow after Kevin, and the amount of time, I mean, he can't have been here for too much longer than you. He presumably left like the same day everything went down with Clive. So you, as you're like walking into the city and you're new yourself here, you find yourself a little bit surprised by the ease with which Kevin seems to navigate around here. He keeps on, he walks into like the main roads where there's a lot of traffic, and then he'll like disappear into an alleyway somewhere. And then, I mean, you'll follow him to an alleyway where he'll like veer off somewhere else. He like passes through one of these, there's like a shop here. It's like a flower shop. And he'll like pass like just straight through. He'll like leave like a coin or two as he's like going, and he won't take anything, but he'll just keep on moving through the city. And you follow after him. And after a while, he takes a turn into he'll take a turn off into like a far alleyway closer to the pier, like where boats would actually be like coming in, closer to the actual proper piers of the city.
I'm following along. I'm trying to slip through. I want to note where he is dropping off Zenit and how much. Like what sort of places is he paying? Because my thought goes to like, is he doing this to be stealthy? Is he being like a Robin Hood kind of person? Is he paying off informants? Like, how does he know this city so well?
I don't know that I can make that a check. I will say, I mean, he only seems to like put down like 1 or 2 Zenit as he's like going around. And like I said, it's just like the flower shop here or there. He does stops by like a bakery.
Okay.
He stops by like...
You know what? As I see him drop off the coins at the bakery, I'll think back to Reginald's conversation and just like as I'm walking through, I'll pull out some Zenit of my own and I'll leave a few more from what Kevin left on each table.
Sure.
I'll try if I make eye contact with someone there, I'll give a little nod and follow after.
Yeah. You get like some nods back and recognition, and you follow after Kevin into this. He does turn off into like a dark alleyway and kind of disappears. Assuming you follow after him.
I do.
Yeah. You walk into this alleyway. It's not dark out. It's like midday. So it takes but a glance to see Kevin is sitting on like a trash can in this alleyway. There's like an apartment building that rises up above him, maybe up 3 stories, and he's sitting on a trash can looking over to you.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
I've got one hand on my sword. I freeze. Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
It's going well. How funny seeing you here in Yharmil.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's you know, you gotta make a few changes here or there. You move on up. At like a no-way place like Far Walk, and you come to Yharmil to try to make it big, you know?
Is that what you're doing?
I'm in the process. What brings you guys here?
Pretty much the same. We're still doing the same job we were in Farwalk. There's someone we're looking for here in Yharmil. And I just noticed you were here, so I wanted to say hi.
He'll do like a very presentation of like hands on all of his fingers on his chest and go, "You looking for me? You came all the way to Yharmil to look for me?"
No, I'm not looking for you specifically. We're looking for someone else, and then we saw you.
Ah, okay. So it was an accident. Okay, cool. Hey, that's great.
Think of it as serendipity. We were wondering where you were, but we didn't know you were coming here.
Well, hey, listen, if you're not here looking for me and nobody from Far Walk sent you after me, then, hey, we're doing great. I'm just going to go now, if that's all right with you.
Well, I mean, that's fine, but I actually wanted to ask you, I noticed you were leaving Zenit at some of the stores as you passed. What were you doing that for?
Oh, getting back up.
You see from both sides of this alleyway as you hadn't like fully walked in.
Yeah, I kind of walked into the just close enough to see. I'm maybe 30 feet away.
Yeah, you see people, some burly looking dudes like walking out from like the side roads here or there. And they're walking closer. You see the ladder from this apartment building nearby like lowers, and like you watch somebody like kind of stalk out onto the railing.
Oh,
but hey, listen, if you're not really like looking for me, and if you're just kind of like, if this was an accident, then you go your way, I'll go mine. Everything's fine.
Okay. Wait, sorry, Kevin. Aren't we? I guess I thought we were kind of allies?
What, buddy?
And he'll like get up off the trash can and he'll walk over towards you.
We're the best of friends.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought.
You and your friend, they taught me so much. our brief time together, about
Mhm.
Looking out, making sure you got like the right people on your side. And
Uh-huh.
I got to the big city and I thought, I'd make use of that information. I'd make sure I had the right people on my side, and I think I do now. So, hey, listen, like I said, seems like it was an accident. These things happen. So you just go your way and I'll go mine, right?
Well, I'm actually thinking now, and as I'm talking, I want to be I'm putting on the like friendly face. I'm aware he's threatening, right? I'm aware this is a dark alley. So I actually want to kind of clock as best I can the faces of the people who are stepping into the light here and kind of see if there's anything I can tell about who they are or what they're doing. Is this a gang? Is this a block watch? What's Kevin gotten himself into?
I think there's a case made. This is, I say insight. Just give it a quick scan. This is a quick scan. You're giving a quick scan. Say 7 gives you some amount of information.
Okay. 2d6. Oh, wow. 2 and 5. That's a 7.
Nice.
Whoa.
Clutch rolls.
Just beating them.
Yeah.
I'm never washing myself.
You look around and take in this situation, and these people they're not wearing like uniforms, so it doesn't look, you don't think if it's an organization, it's a very loose one. It kind of looks like just a couple of thugs, maybe. Nobody here looks especially experienced, but they don't look like they wouldn't commit to this if this turns into a fight. They look like they might not know how dangerous you are. There are definitely eyes on your weapon. There's definitely like a kind of carefulness, but they are ready to rough you up if it comes to that.
Got it. Then I'll finish. I'll continue talking. Kevin, I was thinking there's actually something that you could do to help us. And we're here in the city. There was an attack in the business district. Someone burst out into a fungus and tore up the district. We forced it into the sand, but we're looking for anyone who has any information about strange illnesses or rubbery skin or bark-like skin or fungus at all. Anything that you can find to help us. We want to help keep this city safe, and we're worried there's something happening here that's going to be dangerous to a lot of people.
Kevin gives you a kind of unempathetic look for a little bit, but then you hear from the railing above you like a whistle, like a sharp whistle, and Kevin looks up to the person over there, and then he'll look back to you and go, "Okay, I tell you what, we're such good friends. If I hear something, I'll let you know, okay?"
Okay. And I resheath my sword, just kind of lock it back into place, and I reach under my clothes and I'll pull out 60s in it. Catch. And I toss it to him.
He lets it fall to the ground, and he just kind of looks down at it and looks up at you.
Oh, you didn't have to let
missed.
it drop. I just saw that you were maybe helping local groups. And I just hope you remember what Vale was saying about finding the right people and doing the right thing. That's all.
Yeah, you have yourself a nice day.
You too, buddy. See you, everybody. And I turn and begin walking back down the alley.
Sure.
Letting the Zenit drop is such a strange power move.
You have to shoulder bump your way through the kind of thuggish looking guys, but nobody makes any moves. And before long, you've left the area.
And I pull out my record keeper, and I'll begin coordinating with the other two wherever they've gone.
Sure. As you walk your way back, you can't help the feeling that eyes are still on you as you're leaving this district.
Whoops, maybe I pulled this out too soon. Haha, and I tuck it back under my clothes. And I scamper back off into the city.
Sure. We'll cut back to the other two. Wilson takes you guys out past the business district and over towards the industrial zone. And you can tell it's the industrial zone because you can see kind of like the faint fog of just, I want to say, access released out from some of these buildings. There's definitely more manufacturing going over here, and you see while the entertainment district was more jovial, more relaxed, it was definitely trying to be like the scenic route into like a port town. This is very much just they've built this area more into the walls and stuff. More stuff is being recessed into the uplifted earth that makes the covering here. And Wilson walks head held high as he directs you guys over into a neighborhood that is fully buried into the wall. Actually, there's kind of like a large archway you enter into. And it is seedy, doesn't sound right, but it definitely, you can feel a sense of like claustrophobia as you guys kind of walk into a fairly tight route into this kind of underground area.
As Wilson is kind of turning, you said it's kind of claustrophobic, so I'm assuming the walls are within like touching distance.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of just knock my fist against it. What type of walls are these? Like, is the material that of like earth? Does it seem synthetic? Is it like a magically created rend? And provided that I'm not able to discern it for myself, I do lob that question over to Wilson.
Wilson will kind of holler back, well, we kind of found old ruins here. At one point, we believe whoever built a large part of the city, they built these kind of metal structures to move through underground layers. A lot of it had been collapsed and some of it had to be dug out, but, people came together and they found the routes that they could find and make good use of, and they recovered what they could. Things weren't always as spacious as they are now. Kind of like laughs a little bit. But people have really come together to make this place more homey.
Kind of satisfied, I just follow behind silently.
Yeah. He leads you maybe like 2 minutes. It's a real quick walk. He leads you to a morgue. It's kind of like dug into, like I said, dug into isn't quite right. It definitely seems like more sculpted. You see the walls here are less rock and more metal. You're not sure whether they were, it seems reinforced, is what I say. Like whatever was here previously got reinforced to be more acceptable to the current situation now. The morgue and crematorium are kind of built into the same room as what you're stepping into here. You see that there are several freezers that have blue crystals that are attached to like every two, and there is a table out where you can see that there are several bagged up bodies. As Wilson steps in to greet Greg, it's good to see you. These are some associates of mine. We have an unfortunate case.
Yeah, okay, sure. I'll clear a space real quick. Here.
And a table is cleared and the body is placed down.
What happened here?
Well, there was some sort of argument at a cafe in the entertainment district, and one of the arguers in question suddenly inflated into a gigantic mushroom. Went on a bit of a rampage, you may have heard about it, and their companion here seems to have been crushed in the following flailing about that occurred. But it seems as though they were afflicted by something else. The composition of their body doesn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Let me take a look.
He'll start putting on some gloves,
and he'll slowly start moving her clothing off just to get a look at the body underneath. You said that her companion turned into a giant mushroom. When you say giant, could you be more specific? Like, was it large? Was it large for a mushroom, or like?
Oh no, sorry, like large for a building.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that makes way more sense. Okay, right.
You see, Wilson mentioned something before that they've had similar strange things happening around here. Is that the part with the people turning into the giant mushrooms, or the people decaying too fast into some sort of flabby, rubbery mass?
The decaying is actually we've been seeing some cases of that popping up here and there. The mushroom thing is that's new. That sounds awful. But yeah, no.
Is it odd that I'm less pleased this way? That I would have preferred it if the giant mushrooms were more frequent? Does that make sense?
Yeah, man. I get that. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
Right.
No, it's we've had a few rare cases. You're there. It's nothing to be too worried about, I don't think. But 3 or 4 in like the last month is kind of weird.
That sounds like more than an infrequent amount. Out of how many other total deaths have you had in your city during that month's time?
Maybe about 50 or so.
So you're saying that almost 10% of your population has been inflicted with this?
Oh, when you put it like that, it does sound bad, huh?
Yes, extremely. The others, what was their situation ahead of time, their cause of death? I'm assuming, based on your surprise, it was not mushroom crushing.
At this, Wilson will kind of like, I have some things to go deal with. I'll leave you in the fine care of Greg here. And he'll start leaving.
Can I get a vibe check on him? Is he leaving because the questions are getting too hot, or is he busy?
You can hit me with willpower insight here, trying to suss out a vibe.
15.
15. You look at Wilson as he's turning to leave, and it does seem like there's a layer of truth to his statement. He does have other things to be doing, but he, as he's leaving, takes one more look at the body, and he looks almost sad, like not just my job is to protect people here. There is a small level of personal sadness when he like sees the body and then he leaves.
I thought I was the only one that would mushroom stamp her.
The other cases we had, there were. I didn't hear the whole story, but we had some missing persons cases, which were followed by the persons being found in similar states.
Found within the city, though, still.
Yeah.
Missing within the city, found within the city.
Correct, yeah.
Good. That helps narrow things down a bit. Were they also located near the entertainment district? The bodies?
No, actually. Most of them were found in the industrial
district, which does border near the entertainment district. Interesting.
Well, the business is in between, but I guess we're close by. Yeah.
Right, of course. Still learning the layout.
Did the person that turned into the mushroom, have a similar type cloak as the person? Like, were their garments similar?
Yes. They're similar garments, yes.
Okay.
But similar in that they were both kind of non-distinct cloaks, like
an oversized hoodie sort of thing.
Yeah, it's like if you see two people wearing like a gray hoodie, you're like, yeah, it is similar, but how similar could it be?
Mm-hmm. I'd kind of just log that in my brain, but don't really comment on it at this time.
You guys came in with Wilson. Are you part of Panda Communications?
I believe I am signed a contract to use my likeness for some of their advertising materials. You might start seeing my face pop up here and there for some billboards or advertisements. It's not actually me though.
Oh, okay.
But the likeness.
I could say I could tell people I knew you first.
Most excellent, yes. So, Panda Communications, that it seems that they run a defense force within the city.
They've been doing a lot of stuff. There's some stuff. Some of it's new. Some of it they've been claiming that they were going to work towards for a while now. So it's really heartening to see that they're actually following through on it. Well,
Are you familiar at all with an Onomir? Onomir?
No.
Huh, all right.
Unless you have some level of medical experience. I'm about to start cutting up the body. So, unless you'd like to watch, I don't normally have an audience. Well, I'm going to get started.
Were there... hold on. Vale will take out like a handkerchief and hold it up over his nose and mouth. Were there changes to the inside of the body as well?
Well,
on the other victims?
Some, yeah. I know that it is kind of strange, but yeah, I thought maybe that we have all kinds of strange. I come across a lot of strange stuff, in general. So
strange how?
Well, some people have 3 nipples. Some people have.
I was not actually interested in the triple nipple count, but the ones who are afflicted by this disease or whatever it is, what was different on their insides?
Right. On their insides, well, they had a kind of strange texture, kind of spongy, weirdly soft.
I've heard that that's generally kind of soft already, but you're saying more so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very, very pliable.
Ooh, that's...
They gave off kind of a sweet smell, I guess.
Oh, interesting. All right, thank you. I don't think I need to see the insides.
Sure.
So...
Yeah. Hey, if you want to come by later, I can try to tell you, more about it. Find about this one. Did you get a name, by the way?
Did Wilson not provide one for you?
No.
Well, perhaps Vale will kind of look at Reginald for confirmation. Do you think we tell her? Or tell him? Or no? Keep that to ourselves. Kind of lead towards keeping it to ourselves.
I kind of am absent-minded throughout this whole thing. I'm just kind of looking at the setup between the logistics of the morgue and crematorium and kind of just passively listening. But when there's a long enough pause, I kind of snap to, and I look at you, staring at me expectantly. Yes, thank you so very much for your time.
Yeah, we'll see if Wilson knows anything. Thank you for your time, Greg.
Sure. Yeah. Happy to have you. Well, not happy. It's all usually sad that I have a guest, but
understand the sentiment. Thank you, Greg. Enjoy your eventful afternoon.
Will do.
And after we step outside, Vale will turn to Reginald. Are you all right, Reginald? You seem very distracted.
Yes, I'm not the typical one to form theories, but a few things are floating around in my head. When we had the distortion of the worm and the gardener, there seemed to be some magical affliction that plagued the land, and based off of this disease that seems to have been sprouting recently, I fear it might be a similar unchecked balance of the magics, and there not being the gemstone on this person of interest makes me fear for the worst. Perhaps it has changed hands, and now we have even less information. So I'm thinking of a way that we can track those that might be infected before they perish and find what commonalities, if any, they have and follow them back to the source. They seem to have had some discreet garments, whether that's because they're of the same order or if they were just simply trying to seem undetected, but there definitely seemed to have been a reason for their rendezvous. But in any case, we've seemed to have lost any main lead we had. So I'm just trying to form those ideas into a productive way forward for us.
Sounds like you're working on quite a bit there, Reginald. You don't have to shoulder that burden alone. I don't quite know, but you're right. The changing of hands presents quite a bit of complication. Honestly, I think it may be worth, once we reconnect with Civic, contacting Dame Joan, seeing if she has any sort of ideas to maybe who else this figure may have been roaming about with, or anything about them in such a way that could perhaps inform us as to how we could track where it may be going next.
Agreed. Let us meet with Civic.
Take out the record keeper. Beep, 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 beep.
As the three of you finish some level of investigation, do you guys all plan to reconvene entertainment district, business decision? Where are you guys thinking of meeting back up?
Would we have passed something like a town square?
Yeah. There's like a center like as you enter into the city proper, there's like a town square where all these different districts kind of meet up, and you can definitely all reconvene there.
Yeah, I think that's probably where we would go.
As you approach the town square, you see Civic sitting in a fountain in the center of the town square, but it's just sand that's shooting up, and they're scrubbing their fur. Oh, hey guys.
So, guys, hey, it's been a little bit since we saw each other, we hang out, we were so very close, you spared my life, I helped you get to town. That was a good investment, but what do you guys think is like a great investment strategy?
Oh, hey Kevin. Thanks for catching up to us. I think investing a little bit every day to just do some stretches and exercises will really go a long way.
Investing in yourself, it never hurts.
Good health outcomes have been shown with mobility, especially into older age. That is very insightful there, Civic.
Thank you.
You look disappointed.
Well, I meant more like, means to make actual Zenit, but I should expect that from you guys at this point. Yeah, no. So what kind of stretches?
Okay, well, how about this for a segue? How about ways to stretch your Zenit?
First, you have to heat it up pretty far, and then it can get melty. And then you can stretch it out into a string or some sort of metal twine, I guess.
I believe that's a federal felony to warp Zenit for its metal use.
There's a federal government?
Shh, Kevin's not supposed to know that.
Oh, sorry.
What do you mean I'm not supposed to know that? What are you talking about? You mean there's like a government? I'm worried. I keep on hearing stuff about, the meta and what's true. And now there's a shadow government that tells me what I can and cannot do with my Zenit. Like, what am I even supposed to do? What am I supposed to know about any of that?
Oh, well, So one thing you could do is you could invest your time and perhaps your interest into something in that industrial district, the business district, something that is incorporating those verifiable meta strategies. There's a location known as True Meta Inc. that I walked by on the way over here that I believe could probably solve most of your problems. They are located very interestingly right near the entertainment district, while also sort of being that business role, almost like a way to stay entertained while doing your business. I mean, as in, like, if you're working and doing menial tasks, you could listen. I don't mean, like, listen on the John or whatever. You could do that, too, I suppose. I'm not going to tell you how you should spend your time, but you did want to know how to invest it, Kevin, so I do think that's on you for this toilet humor.
I can't stretch enough. I was looking for, like, financial advice from you guys, but I think that, you know...
Oh, it's free.
Oh, that's... So you mean I could just show up, like, on a bi-weekly schedule to receive free entertainment that I can listen to while I'm doing other things?
I think that's exactly what it is that we're talking about. Is that not correct, friends?
It sounds right to me. And I think I see the building you're talking about. Look, over there above the skyline, is it that tall one? It says Sound Cloud. It goes up really tall.
There's a footnote there that says, and other streaming platforms such as iTunes, Amazon, and a few others I can't make out, but it seems like it includes quite a bit.
You've got better eyesight than I do.
iTunes? That's crazy.
I've never seen an annotated building before.
It takes up most of the side. I feel bad for people with apartments on that side of the building.
Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. Sorry, I didn't have my glasses on. It does appear the iTunes is scratched out and it says Apple Podcasts.
Apple Podcasts. Oh, that's a shame. iTunes sounds like it was maybe a nice thing once.
Yeah, it does.
But to answer your earlier question, you're going to want to get involved with politicians because they are usually the first to be aware of macro social trends that tend to affect economics, and they typically are the first to know privy information, and you can then buy and sell commodities throughout the city depending on the information that you garner from these political friends. Of course, you're going to have to make it worth their while for them to give you this information, so you'll want to host a lot of parties that you have as charities.
After a little bit of searching, you guys managed to find in which district do you guys look for a place to sleep for the evening?
Entertainment district, of course.
That's fair. Yeah,
I'll follow Reginald.
You find a little spot named the Crashing Waves.
That's cool.
It's closer to the actual docks, closer to the piers, I should say. And you get like a room with a decent view out into the ocean itself. You can kind of see some of the ships coming in. It's fairly good. I'd say for pricing, we're looking at about 40 zenith. 40 zenith an evening for the room that takes care of all of you guys.
That's a bargain in the city.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll take that. I'll pay for the first night.
Thank you.
With your room secured and somewhat of a base of operations to work out from, I believe you guys intended to call Joan?
Yeah, I would like to do that. And I'll put her on speakerphone.
Yeah, Civic will...
I'll put her on speaker keeper.
Yeah, speaker keeper.
Speaker keeper.
Civic will climb up onto the window and sit on the sill. They've still got sand in their fur and a fair bit of the paint left. They didn't get it all.
It'll take some time.
It will.
Hello, boys. How's it? How are you?
Hello, Joan. How are you? We have had an interesting introduction into Yharmil today, to say the very least. We found the woman you showed us the footage of, the one with the scar, but she was already dead.
Oh.
And there were no gems on her body.
That is worrying. Did you have the opportunity to speak with her at all, or you say
No,
you found her dead?
She was arguing with somebody in a cafe, outside of a cafe in the entertainment district. She yelled, no, she was arguing with somebody in the cafe, and the other said, "We don't have time, Onamir," and then started transforming into a gigantic building-sized mushroom creature and crushed her. And then her body has been left afflicted by some strange necrosis that's affecting some people in the city.
Onamir. And have you found any hints, any clues to this Onamir?
No, but there is a figure that we met who, although he didn't say anything, he seemed a bit personally affected by her death. We plan on speaking with him further on the morrow, but we wanted to see if you knew of potentially anything else that may be operating in the area that would have an interest, or if perhaps that woman with the scar had other associates that she operated with that you knew of, or maybe if there's some sort of way that we can attempt to track the artifacts.
To my knowledge, when Starts finds an individual to bequeath one of these crystals, he does not rescind the gift. So if she had enemies, I think we can at least cross Starts off the list as potential suspects. This other individual that you say seems to know her, do you have any means to ask him about this connection?
I believe that Reginald formed a bit of a connection with him and could potentially use that to reach out. I think that would probably be our best lead so far.
That's good. I will check what I can and see if I can't find a contact. There's potentially someone that you know who could check in with you soon. Clive left my abode not so long ago, where he's heading towards Yharmil himself. Over the last 2 days, he seemed to have a change of heart, and his passion towards helping people is still there, and he thought perhaps you all were the best way to go about it. So as soon as he got his chair fixed, he said that he was headed towards you all to help you out. Clive did manage to find where I had hidden the crystals in the first place, so I'm certain he will be useful if he does reach you all.
Excellent. That will be a great help. We will welcome his expertise. And don't worry, we'll make sure we keep an eye on him as well.
I did worry a little bit that there's a possibility he's only joining you in hopes that he can get his back as well, but I do think, having spent some time with him directly, his intentions are to assist in preventing whatever apocalypse he sees coming.
Joan, speaking of the crystals, you said we're here looking for 2 of them?
If Clive is any indicator of how Starts has distributed them, then yes, you're likely to find 2 of them there.
Then, just like, what was it, the gardener that made kind of an infected forest, what you 2 are saying about the Kroner, is there any that can infect the body?
Well, over the years I've had the opportunity to observe how the crystals affect individuals who hold on to them for some time, and I do believe with enough time they do start affecting the body, each of them in their own different ways. But if this woman, as you say, you said that she was infected like some kind of disease. I've never come across a disease more, if the crystals do more afflictions of the mind.
No, wait, what is this time frame that you're referring to as causing an affliction? Are we in any danger holding on to the record keeper and gardener and worm?
Danger? No, you shouldn't be in any physical danger, but like I said, direct access to such powers can be corroding to one's integrity or to the way they value the world around them. I chose you all because I believed that you had the wherewithal, the will to suppress that, and I believed that you would return the crystals to me at the end of your quest, or find some other ways to contain them, or, in the worst case, rid the world of them, if it comes to that. But your quest, if you're as efficient as you are with Clive, shouldn't take long enough for those afflictions to start being detrimental.
Very well.
Well, thank you, Joan. We appreciate the insight. We will keep an eye out for Clive. If he reaches out to you in any manner, I don't know if he has any way to contact us. We're staying at the Crashing Waves, and you can find us there.
Understood. I'll try to pass it along to him.
Thank you, Joan. All right, we will keep you abreast of the situation.
Good luck, boys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.
You too, Joan.
I kind of just stretch. Well, I am pretty tired from today, but we still have a few hours. I was planning to just hit a few shops, perhaps see what the entertainment district has to offer, until calling it a night.
I think I'll join you. See what we have going on around here.
I'll go, but I'd like to stop by maybe a clothing store. I'm kind of a mess. I need at least a new tunic.
Maybe we can find a good hot bath for you.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
I suppose I could probably do with one myself after a long trek on the road behind the wheel of a glass dancer. Dusty wind in our hair. Sorry, I feel the road call to me sometimes.
Do you really?
Yeah, it's an interesting new thing.
Huh. Well, we'll be going soon. As soon as we find the crystals.
Oh, of course. No, it's more of a lingering interest more than an obsession, I should say. Yes, it's not like it's going to be my whole personality now, or anything.
Reginald, where did you have in mind to start?
With all of us.
Oh, did you want to go by yourself, Reginald?
Are we crashing your style, Reginald?
No, not at all. Let's find an onsen nearby.
Oh, a hot spring. Listen, Reginald, you seem to want some time to yourself. Why don't we start there, and then we'll just go about our evening, and we can reconvene back at the inn at the end of it all for the night.
Very well.
Yeah, let's go find a hot spring bathhouse.
Let's go do it. And I want to have a little towel and around my little bunny waist, and y'all can see the cool scars I've got under that tunic.
Yeah, you guys find a public bathhouse. They use, various water and like fire-based crystals in order to create just like a steamy bath. It's warm, it's comfortable, everyone's naked, it's nice,
Vales keeps his glasses on and they remain fogged up the whole time. Yet he seems unperturbed.
Civic also very much likes the hot spring. It is a place where all the elements are kind of balanced anyways. You got the water, you got the fire, you got the air, you got the steam, you got the stone. So I think Civic can let themselves really just kind of chill. Little cucumbers on their eyes.
Matt, why are you rolling? We're enjoying a warm bath.
We're relaxing.
Yeah.
Matthew.
You're relaxing. You guys are very relaxed. And as you are as you are just enjoying your time in this public bath, you do see a gray-skinned individual also enjoying the warmth of the public bath. His head is kind of large. His muscles are pretty big. He's basically meditating, actually, inside the heat of the public bath, and he's got his eyes closed, and he's seemingly soaking in as much of it as you guys are. Also,
does Civic recognize this person at all?
Yeah,
I got cucumbers on my eyes.
Well, not Civic, but Vale and Reginald, you actually saw somebody who looked kind of like this in that video.
Oh, yeah.
That
Tom
Wilson
Farwalk
showed you
showed
guys
us
earlier. Yeah. Well, no, Wilson showed you guys like a video. He was
oh yeah,
like
Wilson,
amongst the defenders. Yeah.
Okay, here's what I'm imagining. We're sitting in our three heights. So it's Reginald, Vale, Civic, and Reginald is like sitting there, arms crossed, just kind of casually staring at this figure. Reaches over, like kind of jabs Vale and points, and then Vale looks at Reginald, looks over at the figure, takes his glasses off, squeegees the condensation off the glasses, puts them on. His eyebrows raise a little bit. He turns to his side, plucks the cucumbers off of Civic's eyes, pokes Civic, and then nods with his head.
I take the cucumbers and I throw them in my mouth. Wait, do we know them?
I think that's your Mollum.
Do I recognize this person as Mollum?
You look over and yeah, he's got similar scars and markings all over his body as to yours that you kind of recognize as the traditional scars one would gain from the training at the hill. He is sitting with like massive, like muscular arms, and he's just sitting in like a similar trance-like state as you saw the shield bearer from your time at Farwalk. He's chilled out. Just big chillin'. Big guy, big chillin'.
Slowly lower further into the water, reach up, grab my ears, pull them down next to my face. Well, what do we do? I left my sword in the locker room.
I try to slowly and without making any noise start lifting myself out of the bath. However, given how large I am and how much liquid I displace, it sounds like someone is just removing a giant stone from a body of water as you just hear the dripping and the whooshing of the displacement as I like slowly start inching towards the locker room.
I don't think we jump anyone in a public bath, but I do think we've just found the start of our trail.
I
Get dressed.
kind of stand by the locker room entrance, just waiting for Vale's recommendation.
I'll wait here. Civic, you get out first. Get dressed. I'll go next while Reginald guards the door. All right? Relay it on to him. Then he'll get dressed while we keep watch inside. Let's go.
I give a nod and slip out of the water and scamper toward the locker room.
When it's just Vale and Racecar in this public bath together, you should try not to say your plans so loud. There could be people listening at any time.
Before I respond, been sitting here for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, would I love to use the study action.
Oh.
Mm.
You want to use the study action? Dang, okay.
Why, yes, I do.
All right, roll away, my friend. You know which dice they are.
How's a 19 gonna do you?
Lord.
Give me this person's rising sign, their sun sign, their moon
The
sign.
credit card information, the last four of their social, and the first five of their social.
This is going to be an insane question. Do you have the worm on you?
Does he?
Gosh. Would you have taken it off when you went to the baths?
I think Vale would have risked being conspicuous to not leave something so powerful sitting out. So yes, he is wearing the glove.
Could you roll me a d10, please? Let me know the result.
3.
3. Okay.
So after Mollum says that I should not speak so loud, Vale will continue leaning comfortably up against the wall of the bath. He is inside, coiled, a tensed ball, like ready to spring away at a moment's notice. But he's projecting this calm, cool demeanor as his eyes are like gleaming through the glasses. Any quieter, and we would have appeared concerned.
He kind of nods to himself. Then, if you are unconcerned about my presence here, I will continue to be unconcerned about your presence here.
It's all about rolling dice, baby.